Welcome to the deep dive. We're here to sift through the noise, find those golden nuggets of insight, and make complex stuff, well, easy to grasp and hopefully fun. Today, we're setting sail on a kind of digital treasure hunt. We've got these source excerpts about the Age of Discovery slot game. Our mission really is to figure out what makes this particular game tick, what makes it an adventure worth exploring.
And it's a great theme to explore because, the game itself taps right into that huge historical period, the actual Age of Discovery. We're talking 15th to 17th centuries. It's fascinating to see how they've tried to translate that whole era of global exploration and mapping the unknown into an interactive game.
Yeah.
It's this blend of history and game design that we're going to unpack.
Yeah, that historical backdrop really does set the scene, doesn't it? So let's dive right into the game itself. It's called Age of Discovery, developed by Microgaming. It's a 5-reel, 25 payline video slot, pretty standard format in some ways, but it throws you straight into that maritime world. The visuals are key here. You've got reels that look like a ship's sail, wooden textures everywhere.
And the background just screams nautical adventure.
Right, and the symbols too, ships, compasses, sextants.
Exotic fruits, coats of arms.
Yeah.
It all just builds that feeling of exploration.
Exactly. And that thematic immersion, especially for a game from its time, is so crucial. It wasn't necessarily about revolutionary mechanics back then. It was about creating a world, getting that feel right. So the visuals, the sounds, they draw you into this treasure hunt before you even spin the reels. It turns basic gameplay into more of a story.
Okay, so visually immersive. How about actually playing it? How do you navigate these digital seas?
Well, the betting seems pretty flexible according to the sources. You can set coin values low, like $0.01, or up to $0.50, and you can bet up to 10 coins per line on all 25 lines.
Okay.
So that gives you a range from, 25 cents and spin up to $125. That's quite broad.
It is, yeah. And that range is important. It means casual players can have a go, but so can people who like betting bigger stakes. It opens the game up.
Makes sense. What about the key symbols, the ones you really want to see? There's a golden coin, that's the wild. So it substitutes for other symbols, helps make winning lines. Apparently 5 of those on a line pays out 6,000 coins, which sounds pretty good.
It's a decent top prize for a standard symbol line win. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wilds are, fundamental.
And then there's the dragon ship scatter symbol. Get 3 or more anywhere, and it pays a multiplier up to 80 times your total bet.
Right, and scatter's paying anywhere, not just on pay lines, adds another layer of excitement. It breaks the standard lineup mechanic. These features, the wild and scatter, they might seem basic now, but they're essential for the game's rhythm, the mix of small wins and the potential for something bigger. It controls the volatility somewhat.
Okay, but here's something that really stood out to me from the source, the main bonus feature. It's called the treasure bonus. You trigger it by landing 3 or more compass symbols, and it sounds really interactive. You get a map, you pick spots to dig.
Like a mini game.
Exactly. You collect instant cash prizes until you hit the skull and crossbones, and then the round's over. But what's really interesting is that the sources emphasize this game doesn't have a free spins round.
Yeah, that's quite telling.
It focuses everything on this interactive treasure map bonus instead.
And that choice is significant. Free spins are often, quite passive. You just watch the reels spin. This treasure bonus, though, it makes you do something. You're actively picking, searching. It connects directly to the discovery theme.
Yeah.
You feel like you're actually hunting for the treasure yourself. It makes the theme feel more integrated into the actual bonus mechanic. It taps into that desire for active participation, which might actually resonate more strongly with the whole treasure hunt idea than just watching free spins play out.
That makes a lot of sense, actually. It doubles down on the core theme. Okay, so what about the numbers? The performance side. The sources mention an RTP return to player of about 96.62%.
Which is pretty solid, especially for a slightly older game. Industry average-ish, maybe slightly above for its time.
And medium volatility. So what does that mean for the player experience?
Medium volatility generally means a balance. You're likely to get a fairly steady stream of smaller wins to keep you going. But there's still the potential for those larger payouts, like the bonus feature wins or hitting a big line win. It's not too swingy.
Right, so it avoids long dry spells, but still offers excitement. The max jackpot mentioned is 30,000 coins.
Exactly. That combination, decent RTP, medium volatility, suggests the game was designed for sustained play, keeping players engaged over time rather than aiming for just massive rare jackpots. And it really raises a question, doesn't it? In today's market, with slots getting ever more complex, packed with features, why does a game like Age of Discovery, with relatively straightforward gameplay but this one strong thematic interactive bonus, still hold appeal?
Yeah, what does that tell us?
Well, maybe it suggests that sometimes simplicity combined with a really well-executed theme and one genuinely engaging interactive element is enough. maybe more isn't always better.
So wrapping this up, what's the key takeaway for you, our listener? Age of Discovery seems to really live up to its name. It blends that historical adventure theme with solid mechanics. And crucially, it uses that unique interactive treasure bonus to deliver the core experience rather than just relying on something standard like free spins. It feels like a great example of focusing on immersive storytelling and getting the player directly involved.
Absolutely. And maybe a final thought to leave you with. Think about that core human desire for discovery, for treasure hunting that this game taps into. How does that same impulse show up in our lives, away from the screen? What is it about uncovering something new, whether it's a prize in a game or, a new insight from a deep dive like this, or even just finding a great little coffee shop? What fundamental need does that thrill of discovery actually satisfy for us?